Hello everybody. Hi, this is Prasant Naidu here from Lighthouse Insights. And as you know that we have been doing some interesting videos with some interesting bunch of people in the social media and the blogging world. And carrying on that forward, we have Sahil Khan from our own Pune. Sahil is a chief lifestyle activist at the topsalad.com, and he is quite a well-known person on Twitter if you follow him on Twitter. And as he says that he's also an experiment of God. Would be very interesting to know all these things. And welcome, Sahil. It's a
Hi,
pleasure.
Prashant.
It's a pleasure to have you here. First question: 4 years for tosssalad.com, not an easy job. How do you want to share it, a bit about it? How's the journey been?
I can definitely guarantee on the not an easy job because it's a volunteer-run thing. So making sure that people meet deadlines and send in articles, it's a really, really difficult job. And I've seen similar websites come up in the last 4 years, and they've not managed to make a dent in what we're doing. So I'm sure it must be a really difficult job for them as well. Um, the journey, more or less, a lot of people have worked with me, and I've seen that a lot of people in other cities are now asking us to start a chapter in Bombay and Calcutta and Bangalore, Delhi, and uh, one of my readers, when he was in Milan for about a year, and from there he was messaging us that you guys need to start in Milan because everything here is in Italian. There's nothing in English that can tell me what to do in the city. So it feels nice to know that we've been doing a good job in the last 4 years.
Sahil, you mentioned about that. When you have a blog and which actually talks about reviews and and does a justice to reviews. I was checking out your review for Copper Chimney, and I saw the comments also in that blog post. So I think being genuine is what people love about bloggers. But how do you feel about that? One, and how many threatening calls you have got in last 4 years from hotels, restaurants?
I've, uh, I've been threatened to be sued
Yeah,
once.
yeah.
That's happened once,
Okay.
and the other time to someone else who had called up and said, how can you do this to us? Because they were also comparatively very new in the market, and they were like, and then they went down to, we, uh, we don't expect 21-year-olds to be writing about us like this, and we're doing a favor to you by giving you content to write about, and
Okay.
then why call us? We've tried to keep a distinct difference from what typical blog posts generally read as. Most blog posts are very personal, and it's their own very way to how they write and they talk, etc., and the language as well. But since we've got a team of editors and we've got writers contributing, and we want to be very we try to be very careful with what we write about. Though even we give someone a negative review, like say you said mentioned Copper Chimney or any other one, we try to be very careful with what we write about. Defamation is one thing that we want to stay away from. Though in our minds we use a lot of words, describe it, or probably with friends we say that this is like this is like that. But when we're writing, we try to be more professional in the language that we use. Um, so. Uh, we try to keep the difference from the typical blogging style, but at the end of the day, we're still online and we run off WordPress. So you want to call us a blog, well, that so be it.
Moving quickly to another question. You were initially associated to Yorkshire as a SM person, social media guy, if I'm not wrong.
I That was one of the things that I was taking care. I was a co-founder at Yorkshire.
Okay.
Uh, I right from the whole market positioning for the restaurant, to the branding, to the
Okay.
name, the
Okay.
tagline, the menu design,
Right.
um, talking to the press, talking with the people and getting feedback personally. I did all of that. So social media was just one of the things I was handling when I was at Yorkshire.
Cool.
Uh,
My question is a little bit different out here. I mean, it's like, you read any blog post, everybody is talking about social media as a game changer for SMEs. Everybody says this. But go to
Right.
an SME, you will get a real feeling that why is not interested. Uh, you being in the same market, right?
Yes.
What were the challenges that you think that you still existing and for the SME?
Um, Most of the people on social media, uh, at least the early adopters that I would say, um, are more familiar and more comfortable with English. And the issue with SMEs is their control over language, and one being that, and second being that, they think that it's a direct sales channel for us. They don't understand that it's just a marketing or a branding channel for them and not a sales channel. Um, so because they do not see immediate what do you say, ROI types for them, it becomes really difficult for them to sort of uh, do it for a prolonged time.
Right.
They will say, no, I want to see results 1 week, or we did that last week, but why haven't we seen an effect of it for since then?
Right.
So they don't understand that, and you see a lot of Facebook pages. The content isn't right. They're posting random stuff. They don't think over what they want to post. So that becomes slightly a disconnect for at least for the early adopters. And then there is the huge chunk who will buy anything.
Yeah.
Someone has like 1,000 likes on it. Look, oh, like so everyone's going there or buying that, so let's buy that as well. So that's a completely different thing. But then,
The last question, which I think would be close to your heart because you're an entrepreneur by heart, right? So I admire for you that, and being at such a young age, you've taken this decision. I want to know quickly what gyan or advice.
be shameless, network this shit out of everything, and you need to stop getting scared about that I can't talk about my idea because someone else will steal it, because ideas matter to an extent, but execution is what really matters. So, and if someone else is stealing it, well, that just validates your idea that it's good.
I understand that. Great talking to you, Sahil. Sahil, quickly, if you want to share your social profile.
You guys can follow me on Twitter at Sahil K. I'm Sahil K on Facebook and Flickr as well, on Reddit and everywhere probably else as well. And I blog about food, etc. on the tosssalad.com with my team, and it's the Tossed Salad on Twitter as well.
Great talking to you, Sahil, and I would love people who are listening to us seeing this, please follow Sahil. Sahil is an exciting person on Twitter at least, and tosssalad.com, yes, obviously 4 years plus is just a commendable job. Good luck, Sahil. Thank you very much for your time.